Hello, I'm Carol Casas. I'm a student at UNAT University. I'm studying English as a foreign language degree, and in this opportunity I'm going to talk about my first pedagogical practice. I developed my pedagogical practice at the Institute Corporación Social para la Enseñanza in Cajica, Cundinamarca. In that place, I was in charge of a group of level B2. I was there Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 hours. I had a group of 4 girls, 4 wonderful girls, and that support my practice, my development as a teacher. And I couldn't experience many things that will be useful as a professional person and obviously as a person as well. Also, I had the opportunity to work on Saturdays, some Saturdays there, from 8 to 12. That day I had a group of 7 people. It was a mixed group. Because there were people from 13 years to 20 and one that was in his maybe late 40s. So it was very special because work with this kind of group give you the opportunity to resolve so many difficulties that can be presented during the process of teaching, because you know that not all the people learn at the same way, and when you are an adult it is more difficult sometimes. So it was a great experience for me to work with them. How different I'm now from the time I started my pedagogical practice? I can say that I feel more confident working with any kind of group, so I can say that now I'm able to work with children, with young, with teenagers, and even with adults, and that I can use the grammar and the resources and materials which are in my way that I have in like a facility, and I'm able to work with this kind of elements. Also, I could improve and strengthen my vocabulary, because in some words I didn't have a good pronunciation or stress, so I had the opportunity to reinforce this part. I'm going to talk about my action plan with the idea to be better in some aspects that I know I can improve, and that it will help me to develop more easily and reliable my classes. In order to improve my pedagogical skills and my proficiency, my plans is this. Firstly, to be better in pronunciation and stress, as I thought before, because I had the opportunity to improve some of them, but I know that I have to work hard with this topic. How can I improve it? So I can use the content seen during my course of phonology and phonetics, and also I can use videos or documentaries or even news that they are available in the web. Secondly, I would like to increase my vocabulary and firm up the one I have, and I think that one of the ways or one step that can help me to improve that is using the new vocabulary with my students, not always the same, and that will help me the opportunity to teach them new vocabulary as well. Also, I will try to use more synonyms and antonyms of some words in order to increase in the vocabulary, and that my students at the same time learn with me. And thirdly, I will try to use the web tools to explain and teach my classes and make them different, and to call my students' attention. But it will be possible if it is allowed where I work, because sometimes the place where you are working, they don't allow you to use some of the materials because they are not confident or they don't believe that they work properly to the things that, or to the objectives of the institute, for example. And finally, I will use some games that let me work with my students according to the topics in class, with a view to practicing the four skills, the four English skills, as listening, writing, reading, and speaking. But use the games like in a funny way, because I have seen that working all the time, following a book, following the exercises of this book, sometimes is tiring, and students and teachers feel exhausted and boring in a moment of the course or of the program. There is a question that I have to answer, and this question is, what do you think is the most challenging issue for future English teachers? I think that the most challenging issue is teach grammar, pronunciation, and stress, because there are many English teachers that they don't have the fluency, they don't have the handle of the grammar, they confuse the topics, and sometimes, for example, the use of the passive and causative form, they are not able to explain in an easy way and the correct form to the students, so it causes confusions in them. So it is necessary that all the teachers be reinforced and practice a lot the use of the grammar. Not only the simple grammar, but the advanced grammar. It's necessary that all the teachers know how to teach them. And the pronunciation and stress, because if we teach a word, a sound, or a word pronunciation of a word, they will have this forever. It's difficult when you want to try that the student fixed the word that he or she is pronouncing in a wrong way. Also, I thought, because in my case personally, I was in that dilemma. I had a wrong pronunciation, for example, with the word circus. I pronounced it bad, and it caused me a lot of effort to improve and pronounce it well. So what I recommend to solve it, well, we have nowadays we have many tools, and we can find many strategies to improve all of these things. And I recommend to all the teachers is that they use the web, but check what is the web that they are going to consult or look up, because not all the things that we can find on internet are right. So try to find books. There are many books that can teach you about grammar, about advanced grammar, about the pronunciation and stress and intonation of the words. So as teachers, we can work with them and improve ourselves in our practice and in our way of teaching the English. So that's all for now. Thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you a Merry Christmas. Bye bye.